So there I was, editing videos, minding my business, and then boom! IDV decided to release the Escapologist gameplay trailer. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. I have no idea what he does. I haven't seen anything yet. Let's take a look together. All right, here we go. Music is going to be copyrighted most likely, so I'm going to turn it off. Escapologist here. Wow, this is very blurry for me. Hopefully I can find some better footage here. All right. Death-defying escape. Okay, so a lot of people are theorizing he's going to be power-crept and bomber. He'll take himself off the chair. We'll have to see. Looking pretty cool. Oh my gosh, his in-game model actually looks really sick. I cannot lie. All right, smoke screen. What the heck? What? He counters projectile hunters. Leaves no footprints when moving near the smoke screen. What? Wait, that actually is really cool. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying though. Wait, can he can help his teammates like that? Okay, but how many does he get though? Surely he only gets like 1 or 2 of these, surely. What the heck? Can transfer the survivor to another rocket share within 30. Oh! He can transfer them to an easier chair to rescue from. Wait, or you can transfer them off of a cipher. No, wait, that's so broken. Oh, that's broken. That's broken, actually. No, that's broken. I can't even lie. That is insanely broken. That's not Embalmer. That's still. Can he do it to himself? Well, I guess that's only if there's a thing placed there, right? How many things does he have? How many like little a thurable, whatever those are called? Wait, what? The first time Escapologist takes damage equal to... So he's broken. Vaulting speed is increased by 10%. He's broke! Wait, the constant vigilance reduces decoding speed. Only minus 15 for this? Only minus 15 for this kid? No, he's broken. He's broken. He's broken. He's a 3 hit. Okay, he's not 3 hits. I can't say he's 3 hits. Well, technically he is. No, he has like a built-in flower, I guess. Like his first... Dude, no, this character's so broken. Dude, yo, beat up Bomb Bomb, bro. That should have been a wax artist. Dude, I cannot lie. This character is so good. He can set up a smoke screen. Boom. No more bombs. Dude, that's so broken. No, that's so stupidly broken. Oh my gosh. Dude, he's actually so good. I can't lie. Okay, it depends. The tram hit on Bomb. It depends. It actually somewhat depends. He can switch the... Okay, but the thurable has to be on the chair, right? So, like, does he just have to waste time? Dude, that's so good. That's literally like a built-in flower. Because the thing is, there's no attack recovery, right? But you still bait 1 swing guaranteed, and you can vault a window / pallet and don't take a TS. That's insanely good. No, this character is so good. This character is extremely good. Just the fact that he can literally be working on the last cipher. You can share on the last cipher and be like, no. How about no? Do you know how important that is? Do you know how many times hunters win games off of chairing somebody on a cipher? That's so good. It's gonna depend on how many items he has and those little thurable things. Let's just read through his kit. It depends on how many he has, though. That's for sure. Oh man, I think this might actually be the very first time for a while that we're getting a actually just straight up busted survivor. There's a good chance. But again, like with Peddler, trailers can be misleading. Peddler did not turn out to be extremely broken. She's just fine. Let's see here. External trait 1, smoke screen. The Escapologist carries a thurable. When thrown, it creates a smoke screen with an outer radius of 16.9 meters and an inner radius of 11.8 meters, lasting for 15 seconds. The smoke greatly reduces visibility. Survivors near the smoke screen are hidden from the hunter's detection, and some of the hunter's summons and projectiles cannot pass through the smoke. Okay, that right there is so good. Do you know how many projectile hunters like that are just really frustrating to kite? The fact that he counters projectile hunters, like we have never had a straight up just ultra counter to projectile hunters, right? There's nobody that really does that, right? I guess you could argue Antiquarian because she can like hit bombs, hit feaster tentacles, stuff like that. But like the timing is very strict with that, and with a lot of them, it's like really hard to position yourself in a way to hit them while also still being able to avoid the hunter. But this is just like a straight up shield that you can just throw up, completely brain dead, no thoughts, head empty, just throw it up, and then boom, no projectiles. That is incredibly good. And the fact that you could do it for a teammate too, like who's about to get hit by a projectile, and you can just be like, yeah, I don't want to get hit by a projectile. Just throw that up, you know, throw that up. That's so incredibly good, dude. Let's see here. 7 seconds after a survivor leaves the smoke screen, their location is exposed. 7 whole seconds? That's a lot of time. 7 seconds to get away. That's 7 seconds of distance. And with how survivors run, what is it like? I forget how many meters per second is, but that's like 35 meters. That's a lot of distance, I think. That's probably not. It's probably not 35, but it's more like somewhere between 25 and 35. I'm pretty sure, somewhere around that. That's still incredibly good. Maybe the lowest is like 21. I forget exactly how fast survivors run. I think it's like 3.95. I literally don't remember. I don't know. But even then, that's yeah, that's really good. The Escapologist leaves no footprints while moving near the smokescreen. If both Escapologist and the Hunter are near the smokescreen, the location of the Escapologist is revealed to the Hunter. Okay. So something that's interesting about this is only the Escapologist leaves no footprints. So like when you were supporting other teammates with this, their footprints will still be seen, but yours won't. So that's like a double-edged sword, right? Because it's good for you while you're running in it. But if you want to do like a trail trick where it's like, oh, I have my trail here, and then maybe my teammate's trail here, and we try to confuse the Hunter, no, that's not going to work because you don't leave trail. And then I guess if they're both near it, the location of the escape pods is revealed, so the Hunter can see you. But like, I'm confused what that means. If they're both near the smoke screen, what does it mean by near? Not like in, but just near it? I guess maybe it works like a Goatman cage where if they're like near the outer walls. I'll have to see that part in action. I'm not entirely sure how that one works. I guess like he can be seen like his shadow, but yeah, I don't know. Moving on though, we have the external trait 2, Escape Act. When a thurible is placed near a rocket chair, if a survivor is put on the rocket chair, the Escapologist can activate this ability within 5 seconds to transfer the survivor to another rocket chair within 38 meters. The rocket chair's timer pauses during the transfer. Okay, so that's already 5 extra seconds of chair time, which is good. And then after being transferred, the survivor cannot interact with the rocket chair for 6 seconds. Okay, that makes it slightly more balanced. That way the Hunter has 6 seconds to try to approach the chair. What with like warp? Warp is going to be a good... You're going to need warp with this character. This is another reason why warp is such a good trait. Because warp counters Embalmer, and now warp will also somewhat counter this character as well. The fact that you cannot rescue for 6 whole seconds after the transfer is actually... makes this character a lot more balanced. If you could instant rescue after a transfer, that would be insanely broken. That would be so insanely broken. Survivors in the basement cannot be transferred using this ability. Okay, so there is actually some counterplay. So this is such a strong item that it needs a lot of balancing. You can't, it's unusable in basement, kind of like with Gardner rocket chairs. You can't break them in that. And you have to, it has to be placed near a rocket chair. I guess it just says near a rocket chair. So I guess, how many thuribles does he have? And like, does he have to use some thuribles for the rescue act and then some for the chair? Or does it work like Journalist where she has like some pallet Orpheus and then some rescue Orpheus? I guess we'll see. Maybe he only has like 3 and he can use like 3 smoke screens if he's kiting. And if he's not kiting, he can put like 1 down where the survivor will die. But thing is, this also requires there to be some form of plan. Like some form of plan of like where the survivor will die. So like, I feel like this is going to be a little tricky. This is going to be kind of hard to use without good communication. Because if the survivor dies far away from you, you can't put the thurible down near the chair before the Hunter can chair. So it's going to take some pre-planning of like where you die, I think. I'm going to have to see this one in action. Because this seems extremely strong. But I also feel like now that I see some of the balancing, it could be rather niche. I think the biggest thing that this is going to be helpful for is if somebody is chaired on the last cipher. That is the biggest thing, because that is a lot of the ways Hunters win games, is like when somebody kites to the last cipher and it's like, oh, why'd you kite to the last cipher, doofus? Now, like, we have to rescue you and we can't work on a cipher, we have to start up a new one. But now Escapologist is going to be like, nope, you're chaired 38 meters away, potentially, or at least further away from the cipher. So then the Hunter has to be like, okay, I can't pressure the cipher and the rescue at the same time. If there are 3 people left, I have to make a choice, which is really important because when you're chaired on a cipher, the Hunter doesn't have to make a choice. So this forces them into making that choice. So I'm going to need to see like this in action, but this could potentially be very, very strong. But at the moment, it seems somewhat niche. And then we have External Trait 3, Misdirection. The first time Escapologist takes equal damage to, or equal damage to or greater than 1 normal attacks, that's TS, etc. His thurible protects him, blocking the damage and instantly moving him forward for a short distance. Okay, so it says the thurible protects him. So, how many, does this count? Does this eat up an item? Or is this like, I guess it's kind of like external trait, so this is just like a backup thing. He's kind of like Mimikyu from Pokemon then, basically. Where the first hit you take, whether it's TS, basic, whatever, as long as it's not a chip damage, you will negate it. So that's the thing. Like, think of this like, you can vault a pallet or a window, like a risky one, and just vault it for free. When you're up against a gamekeeper and he hooks you on a window, it'll guarantee TS you, but it'll ignore the Terror Shock damage, right? So you can just vault it for free. You get 1 free vault against gamekeeper, most likely. Like, this right here, I'm telling you, is extremely good. It is extremely, extremely good. There are going to be like some hunters that aren't like that annoyed with it, but I'm telling you, bro, it's like a built-in flywheel. Like, it's maybe it's once per match, I don't know. But even then, that's going to be good for rescuing, just in general. That is going to be so good. Wait, does he just, wait, oh my gosh, does he not just guarantee rescue with this? If he comes in from rescue, like sneaks up out of nowhere, and he's able to get to the chair, he can just rescue, use his illusion because he gets Terror Shocked, and then boom, he just rescues for free. Oh my gosh, this ability is so good. Even if it is a once per match thing, I'm telling you, bro, that ability is so good. That is incredibly good, on top of everything else that he has. And then external trait for Anticipation. Thanks to his heightened awareness, the Escapologist vaulting, or obstacle vaulting speed, is increased by 10%. Whenever any survivor is ballooned, the Escapologist can continuously see the locations of all survivors, and can always track survivors being carried on balloons. Okay, that is specifically so he can see where the hunter's gonna go, and potentially place down one of those thurible things. But then it says, however, this constant villagers reduces his decoding speed by 15%. For this kit, a minus 15 is really not that bad. This kind of reminds me of Weeping Clown, where Weeping Clown's kit is just so strong, where he can just get so much distance, he can stun, and he can like support so well with the rockets, and he only has minus 15 on decoding. Like, that's really not that bad. Mercenary, Wildling, like those guys have way worse decoding, even Grave. Yeah, this kit for only minus 15 is really worth the trade-off. Honestly, he should probably have like minus 25. Not minus 25, maybe minus 20. Yeah, he seems really good. This character seems really, really good. Again, we're gonna have to see the stats, the item usages, etc. We're gonna have to see how he's actually played in-game. But I think this character has the potential to be extremely, extremely good. Extremely good. I'm actually really curious to see. He looks really exciting though. This could be really exciting, especially since like so many matches are lost due to the fact that Hunter chairs on a Cypher. And I feel like he kind of counters that, right? So have an Escapologist on your team and you'll be good to go. You know, you get like one kind of freebie. Like I feel like he kind of makes up for mistakes, right? Because the free hit dodge, the illusion thing, he can support teammates, getting you off the final Cypher. Like, he basically allows a team to make mistakes and still keep the pace of the game, which is incredibly important, especially in rank when a lot of mistakes are being made by the survivors. So yeah, I think this character is going to be very good. Again, we're gonna have to see and wait till his like test server footage comes out, maybe some I don't know, other stuff. Either way, I think this character is going to end up being very good. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, this is actually really exciting. I'm kind of excited for Mr. Efren here, Mr. Escapologist. But yeah, that's gonna be for me. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.